that it would do to be able to do this.
Of course, and a sterling silver hook closure. This is remarkable. Okay, 5 feet, what a spoil of riches. Moving on, it's the necklace I showed you just a moment earlier. This is the Apatite and Larimar Bead, 18¼ inch necklace. You are all the very first to be seeing this at a launch. You have your 2 3/4 extender. The way you play with the colors of the blue Apatite and the light blue Larimar, isn't this just the most gorgeous sea, the most gorgeous ocean? It's stunning the way you combine these.
You know, just like any show,
yes,
you're looking at something here that's new and exclusive. Now, is the design miraculous and over the top? No, it was designed just for that reason.
The colors are.
No, I designed this. I designed this to be something that's just not going to sit in your jewelry box,
That's
right?
right.
This is something that, I mean, you know, you could wear almost any time. It's also a great layering piece. But this is the, believe it or not, this is the very, very first time that we have combined these two natural materials in a design. And I think that's what, when I, you know, like you look at things after you've done them, and then you have to understand, when I do these shows, when we come on, and I come out here, I'm looking at things, and it's like for the first time I'm seeing them. But you have to understand, I'm already writing. We're almost done writing and building for 2025. We're finishing up on October, November, December, and we already have product for January and February of 2026. So when I come on set for the first time, then you look at things, and this has been 6-7 months in production, right? So this is the very first time I'm getting to see it finalized out here on, you know, on the set. And this was the one that I was drawn to. And I thought, what a cool idea, what a cool look. And I put these materials together. This is Dominican Larimar, which, you know, Larimar for me is one of those materials that, it's the only, I have to say, it's not maybe the only, but one of the only natural raw materials that I have never been able to buy directly from the mine. And I found this in the late 70s. I've been to the mine in the Dominican Republic 4 times in my life, 4 times. And I have never walked away with a deal. And what's really amazing, I mean, you know, for me to not do that is like, it's so devastating, but it's either the quality is not there, the price is what I need, but the quality just isn't there, or the quality is there and their price is like, you know, like so crazy that there's just no way that I can even make it work. So you know, how do I get my Larimar? You know, like, I don't right now. I've lost kind of my resource, but I think it's because, you know, I go on national TV and tell these stories, and then people figure it out who I got that from, right? But this Larimar is super high quality.
Oh, yes.
And I bought this, I didn't buy it direct. I bought it from somebody who's potentially related to the family.
Oh,
and so I was able to get the quality and the price. So great quality Larimar, and then the Apatite I get directly right from the mine in Madagascar. And these are friends of ours. They source us, they mine 3 different varieties of Apatite. Beautiful. And they're the ones that we get all of our neon Apatite. This is not neon, but it's a really beautiful high blue. This is what they call indigo blue.
You know, when you said it's the first time you combined them, I think that's what's so striking to me, because it really does have the wonderful light with the Apatite that I love seeing. But then when you finally combine that with the Larimar, it just gives a life to it that I didn't think could be improved on, but it did. The length, again, is that, you know, wonderful Goldilocks length, 18¼ You have your 2 3/4 extender. Angie, it looks beautiful with your t-shirt. If you are a denim gal, this will be your best friend. And, you know, as Jay said, he wants to give you the necklace that is not going to live in your jewelry box.
Well, you know, and even like if you look at what Ange is wearing, or look at what you were wearing,
right.
You know, like anybody, you could just pop this on, right? Yep. And there's just so many, think about, you know, any shades of blue, right? Like To tell you the truth, I'm wearing a red jacket. There's only one reason, is because my wife made me do it. If you went to my closet, right, you would realize I live in denim. I live in blue. When my wife and I first got together, she was shocked. We couldn't even go out, because I didn't even have anything but blue jeans. I mean, she was like, and so like she does this kind of stuff, but you can understand, I have blue shirt and I'm wearing blue jeans right now. And I wouldn't be wearing this red jacket, right, unless it's mandatory. So the thing is, I guess what I'm trying to say in my own sweet way is blue is one of those colors. It's calming, it's great. It's one of my favorite colors and one of the favorite tones, but what I love with this is the color contrast of the two natural materials.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't believe that it took 30 years for me to finally figure out, these two really look good together. This is really something special. And it's the first time, honestly, the first time that we've combined these two natural materials in a design. And the beads on these, again, they're not machine made. When I say they're not machine made, we do have there are dies that we use to help cut the beads, guide dies. But these are all shaped by hand. They're all polished by hand. This isn't something you put in some vibratory machine and it cuts them out for you, right? Now, they do have machines like that. That's why you see so many round beads.
Yes.
It's because there's machines that will cut round beads. In this case, though, they're all individually hand cut, and you can really see it if you decide you want to look at this or you want to go with this. When you get it home, you'll see that every one of the beads has a little bit different characteristics, and they're not absolutely perfect, which is indicative of handmade, right? But that's the cool thing, is knowing that they're not mass produced, right? That they are individually hand cut right from the natural raw materials.
And if you want the Larimar, but you don't want the $400, $500, $700, $800 price tag, this is your way to own it, and own it with those handmade beads that we love so much, all of that natural feeling of Mother Nature that Jay brings to us. This is our launch. It is the first time you're seeing it. So many people, they want the Larimar. They don't necessarily want to, spend their mortgage payment for it. How does $24 sound? Because every major credit card is eligible for a flex payment, 5 flexible payments on everything today. I think I've seen, 3 or 4. We get excited when it's 3, when it's 4. This is a 5 flex on everything day. You're using your HSN card. It's a $20 bill. A $20 bill, you have your 6th flex payment there with your HSN. But we don't wait until the end of the 5th month. We're not talking about layaway. So you'll pay that $24, we'll ship it to you right away. I want you to see how many times you pair this necklace in your first week. If you're not finding 3 different days to wear it in your first week, that's fine, you can send it back. We always have a 30-day money-back return, of course, here. But this is what we like to call extraordinarily wearable and beautiful, and it's all of those genuine gemstones that are everybody's favorite, and it will match everything.
Well, and what I love with this, okay, I want you to think about this. What jewelry store, where have you ever been, right, where you've actually, now you probably have seen a Larimar necklace, especially if you've been on a cruise ship or if you've been down in the Caribbean. I mean, it's Larimar City. Or I doubt you've really seen a lot of indigo blue apatite in your life. And I doubt that you could go to almost any jewelry store and ever even find it. But I guarantee you, when you have something like this, where are you going to go and find these two natural materials in a combination? And again, the color block on this is truly amazing, very, very subtle. And this will be one of those base necklaces that you can wear, like Ange, you could just wear this as, as a single item, single look, but it's also a wonderful base layering piece.
I totally agree. Oh, this would be beautiful. You know what you could add with it is 5 feet of turquoise.